Next up, bluegrass and the eventual shift from country to urban blues. Bluegrass guitar is most commonly played with a style referred to as flat picking, not unlike the style of seminal bluegrass guitarist Lester Flatt, who used a thumb and a finger pick.
Oh, I'm gonna leave this country, but I'm going around this world. Oh, I'm gonna leave this country for the sake of one girl. Oh, I ain't gonna work tomorrow, I ain't gonna work next day.
Other bluegrass guitarists and banjo players often use the three-finger picking style, made popular by Earl Scruggs. The transition from country to urban blues began in the 20s and was driven by the successive waves of economic crisis and booms associated with the move of the rural blacks to urban areas. The long boom in the aftermath of World War II induced a second massive migration of African Americans. This second great migration was accompanied by a significant increase in income for urban blacks, as well as increases in the popularity of the blues. So what's after that, Joe?
And then you get, after that, more of the electrified stuff. You know, amplifiers were invented, electric guitars were invented, it was louder. So you get people like Muddy Waters, and basically taking the Delta blues, bringing it to Chicago, and amplifying it with a four-piece band. You know, maybe you still have a stand-up bass, but you have drums, and you have maybe a piano, but with an electric guitar and a harmonica fronting. And then take it a step further, you get guys like B.B. King, who put an entire orchestra around it, but still staying true to those Delta roots, you know, and then guys like Howlin' Wolf.
Oh, the train I ride on. Oh, the angels shine like gold.
Joe's right. During the 50s, B.B. King and Howlin' Wolf ruled the scene as new styles of electric blues became popular in cities such as Chicago, Memphis, Detroit, and St. Louis. Artists use electric guitars, double bass and bass guitars, drums, and a harmonica, all playing through a mic, a PA system, or a guitar amp. Of all the cities, Chicago by far was the leader. But B.B. King challenged the dominating Chicago blues labels by working with Sam Phillips' Sun Records in Memphis. After Phillips discovered Elvis Presley in '54, the Sun label turned to the rapidly expanding white audience and started recording mostly rock and roll. Subsequently, B.B. King followed the rest of his Mississippi bluesmen to the Windy City.
She takes you for a fool. She don't care how she hurt you, long as she's doing what she choose. But that's wrong, little mama. Oh, that's wrong, little mama. That's wrong, little mama. That ain't the way to do.
King was born near Indianola, Mississippi, and at age 12 purchased his first guitar for $15. And performed on Sonny Boy Williamson's radio program. King's appearances led to steady engagements, and later to a 10-minute spot on the legendary Memphis radio station, WDIA. King's spot became so popular, it was expanded and became the Sepia Swing Club.
King of the Blues, B.B. King, a guy who fundamentally influenced my music and my singing and the way I look at putting a song together. And I always said my Desert Island song is a song that he did called The Thrill Is Gone. And basically it's just very simple playing, but it's so identifiable. You just play that note. You know it's B.B. King. So here's a small demonstration of kind of the way he plays.
After World War II, America was eager to invent new ways to enhance sound, launching one of the biggest migrations in music history, the shift from acoustic guitars to electric guitars. Musicians like Alvino Rey, and engineers at the Lion and Healy Company in Chicago worked closely with Gibson guitars to produce a prototype for the pickup that would transform the acoustic guitar into an electric one. As the ES-150 quickly became the guitar of choice across the world, the switch from acoustic to electric instruments began. And no account of this migration would be complete without mentioning Lester William Paulsvus, or Les Paul for short. Crowned with building one of the first solid-body electric guitars in 1940, Les Paul is also known for his recording innovations, such as overdubbing, delay effects, phasing effects, and multi-track recording. All the new guitar styles and effects that followed allowed musicians to play different guitars for different types of songs and sound, which is why guys like Joe use so many different guitars in one performance. Give us a closer look, Joe.